game that was quite badly affected by the strong gusty wind here at Cuthbury Stadium today. Wimborne went down by the odd goal in 3 to playoff contenders Stratford Town. Stratford won the toss and chose to play with the wind in the first half, and to be fair, they had most of the game in that first 45 minutes. As early as the 4th minute, they hit a long shot that hit Wimborne's bar and rebounded to safety. Then 2 minutes later, Sam Griffin, after really good work in the box, had a shot that was blocked, and I don't know how Wimborne didn't take the lead at that point. But it was Stratford that went ahead on 8 minutes after a corner. The ball bobbled around, not helped by the wind, and when it broke to skipper Luis Orecchi, he put the ball in the back of the net past Jason Harville. As I say, Stratford probably had a little bit more of the game in that first half, and they're a very strong side, and they pushed right up against Wimborne every time we got the ball. They were in our faces. But right on the stroke of half time, the ball broke to Luke Stone. He took it through, took it round the keeper and slotted it into an empty net to make it 1-1. And with the wind in their favour in the second half, Wimborne at that time surely favourites. Sure enough, Wimborne came out, and all the early pressure was from the Magpies. Good work from Luke Stone on the left after 50 minutes. Really good work. Got to the byline, squared it, and there was Mark Gamble in the middle. And only tremendous defending and a good save by the keeper kept him out. 1 minute later, and Stratford, I think, was very lucky to survive a penalty appeal for handball in the box. The defender seemed to lift his hands to the ball, and I think that's probably that constitutes an unnatural position, if I'm not wrong. But the referee waved it away. Number 10, Luke Barlow, was a threat all through the game for Stratford, though, and but it was still Wimborne that had probably, I would say, as much as 80% of possession in the second half, and they were well on top. Although it has to be said, without really drawing out a tremendous save from the Stratford keeper. 75 minutes, Mark Gamble thought he'd done the trick when he ran onto a through ball that was missed by the defence, drew the keeper and slotted it past him in the empty net, only to turn around and see the assistant's flag up. I was in no position to judge, but there were people on the far side who were getting quite annoyed, so I'm thinking it was a close decision. Franklin Clark, who was having another excellent game, hit a fizzing shot from wide left in 76 minutes that just cleared the keeper's far post. And it was that sort of second half for Wimborne. The passes were just overhit, the crosses were just falling to the wrong person, and the shots were just going wide of the post. 78 minutes, Scott Arnold came up to meet a corner, and his strong header just went over the bar. And then 4 minutes later, with 8 minutes left, a warning for Wimborne as a shot from Stratford hit the post, and at a very rare attack.
Yeah.
Matt Kemble and Jamie Davidson came on for Sam Griffin and Luke Stone with 5 minutes left, and on 87 minutes Kevin Charlie made it 2-1 to the visitors. Jason Harville had just been injured a moment before, and he was in no state to contest a through ball. Charlie got there first, took it past Jason, and very similar to Luke Stone's equaliser, put the ball into the empty net. The referee played 8 or 9 minutes of added time, but it still wasn't enough for Wimborne to get that equaliser. Paul Roast came on for Jason Harville in 88 minutes and did everything he had to do competently, but I have to say Stratford saw out the game quite comfortably. And a good team, Stratford. They defended extremely well, and a lot of people will think we should have won this game, and maybe we should with all the possession we had and the way we played, but fair play to Stratford. They had a long trip down here today. They're challenging for the playoffs. They'll be in the playoffs, there's no doubt about that, and they look a good bet for promotion. Well done to them. Next up for Wimborne, another playoff chasing team in Cinderford here on Tuesday night, and then we've got the trip to Fleet Town next Saturday. We hope to see you at one of those games. Steve, now after today's 2-1 defeat to Stratford at Cuthbury, Steve, we had our chances to win it in the second half there.
Yeah, great performance. I really thought we were first class today, both defending and attacking, and really thought we were a threat throughout the game. I said to the players in there, there's one little disappointment, we didn't test the goalkeeper enough, but there was certainly enough play in their box for them to defend frantic. There was balls whizzing past the post, which on another day, they just go inside. But you talk about performances, and that's what I talk a lot about. You set yourself out to play well, and you hope the result comes, and 9 times out of 10 it does. But we got the 1 out of 10 today because our performance was excellent and we didn't get anything for it.
Yeah. The wind to an extent spoilt the game as a spectacle. I mean, it was an exciting game to watch, but it wasn't easy playing in that wind.
It wasn't easy to play, and as we often say, the pitches get a little bit bumpy this time of the season. But I thought our quality on the ball was excellent, and we moved it around. We talk a lot about using our strengths and getting Griff one-on-one, which I think we did well today, and then getting Luke driving in from the inside, and Franklin's energy that we've talked about a lot. His midfield runs were causing them all sorts of problems today. So, I thought we coped with all the conditions very well and put on a really good performance.
Yeah. Probably fair to say they had more of the ball in the first half playing with the wind, and I would have been reasonably happy to go in 1-0 down. Fact is, we got a late equaliser in the first half, and you must have thought we'd probably go on to win it from here.
Well, I probably didn't quite anticipate us to have much of the ball as we had second half. I thought that they would probably show a bit more ambition to go and win it, but they were quite content with sitting back. Obviously, they did go and win it towards the end, but we dominated possession second half, and I was also pleased in that first half defending that win, because it was particularly strong in that first half, and I thought our lads did really well in competing and winning the ball, and we showed some really good attacking play to keep it rather than just playing it upfield and it coming straight back. We kept it with some good possession.
Yeah, Jason Harville picked up an injury just before Stratford scored their winner. What's the latest on him?
Yeah, he's got a bang on his knee, and just had a little look at it there, and a lump's come up on the side of his knee, so I was just a bit concerned with that and see what happens over the next few days, but hopefully it's not too bad and he'll be okay for Tuesday.
Another tough game on Tuesday, Cinderford Town. They've been scoring goals for fun. I think about 14 in the last 2 games or something like that. It's going to be a tough one. It's
going to be a tough one, but we were in a tough run of games, and we're playing teams that are above us in the league, and
more importantly, challenging for playoff.
Yeah, challenging for playoffs. Got lots to play for, and I've got to say, I'm absolutely delighted with the players. Last week's performance was very good to bring 3 points. This week's performance was very good. Didn't get any points, but like I say, you set your stall out to play well. We'll have another go on Tuesday night.
Thanks for your time.
Thank
Steve.
you.
Cheers.